Hello friends, welcome to Coding Host YouTube channel. In this video, I will explain you a LeetCode problem trapping rainwater. So in this question, we have non-negative integers representing an elevation map where the width of each bar is 1 and we have to find how much water it can trap after raining. So I have taken an example for explaining you this question. So suppose in the input we are getting an array in which we have 6 elements. For every element I have made this type of blocks. So we have to find that between all these blocks where water can store. So suppose if we only have 2 walls in the array and we are trying to store water here. So here water will not get stored because it will get fall from the left hand side. So we at least need 3 walls to store the water. So from all this wall up to which height we can store the water. So 5 is the highest and 4 is the second highest. So we can store the water up to the height of 4. So here water will get stored and between them water will also get stored and then between them. So when we try to sum all this, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is equal to 9. So we have to find that how much total water will get stored between these blocks. So first I will write the program and then I will explain you. I am using here some variables int left equal to 0 and right equal to height dot length minus 1. Then I will take two more variables int left wall equal to 0 and right wall equal to 0 and water equal to 0. And then I will take a while loop while left is less than right. So first we will check that if height of left is less than height of right. So if this condition is true, so then we have one more if condition inside this. If height of left is larger than left wall, so in the left wall we will store this height. So left wall equal to height of left, and in the else part water plus equal to left wall minus height of left, and here left plus plus, and in the else part for this outer if statement I will write here if height of right is larger than right wall. So in the right wall we will store this height. So right wall equal to height of right, and in the else part we will store water plus equal to right wall minus height of right, and here right variable will decrement, and in the last we will return our water variable. So return water. So let's run this program. So we have a missing semicolon. So now let's run this program. So this program is working fine. So in this program we will use the two pointer approach. So in the left variable we will store 0. So left is the left pointer, and in the right variable we will store array dot length minus 1. So length of this array is 6. So 6 minus 1 is 5. So in the right pointer we have 5. So in this while loop it will check left is less than right. Yes, 0 is less than 5. Then it will go inside this if statement. Then it will check that element at left is less than element at right. So at index 0 we have 4 and at index 5 we have 5. So between these two elements, which is the smallest element? So 4 is the smallest element. So we need this 4 because we can only store water up to the second smallest element, and here second smallest is 4. So this if condition is right because height of left is less than height of right, then it will go inside this next if statement. So it will check here if height of left is larger than left wall. So in the left wall I have stored here 0, and on this left index we have element 4. So 4 is larger than 0. Yes. So in this left wall variable we are storing here this element. So now in this variable left wall we will store 4. After that left variable will increment. So left pointer will become 1. You are thinking that why we are going in this direction. So you can see that we can only store water up to the height of this 4 before this 5. Right now we have 2. Suppose if we have here 6 or we have 7, so it will not change anything because water will only get stored up to the height of 4. So it will not change anything. So from the smaller side we will check the next element, because suppose on the left side if we find next element which is 6, so it means that this time now we can store water up to the height of 5, because now 5 will become second lowest. So that's why we will go on that direction where we are finding the second lowest elements. So after left plus plus, so left has become 1. So this else statement will not execute, because this if statement has already executed. Then this while loop will again check that left is less than right. Yes, left is 1, right is 5. So now this time it will check element of left is less than element of right. So at left, at index 1 we have 2, at index 5 we still have 5. So 2 is the smaller element. Yes, so it will go in this if statement. Now here it will check that if this element at left is larger than the left wall. So in the left wall we have 4 and this element is 2. So this element is not larger than left wall. So we will not store this element in the left wall. It means that we can store the water here because it is smaller than the left wall. So it will go in this else statement, and in this water variable we will store left wall minus height of left. So 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. So in this water variable we will get 2. So you can see here we can store water up to 2 blocks. So that's why here we get 2. After that left plus plus, so left will become 2. After that this while loop will again check if left is less than right. So left is 2, right is 5. So at index 2 we have 0, and at index 5 we still have 5. So this if condition is right, because 0 is less than 5, then it will go in this next if statement. So it will check that if this element is larger than this left wall. So in the left wall we have 4 and this element is 0. So no, this if condition is false, and in the else condition it will store water plus equal to left wall minus height of left. So this element is 0 and left wall is 4. So 4 minus 0 is equal to 4. In the water variable now we have 6, because 4 plus 2 will become 6. At this element 0 we can store water up to 4 blocks. So that's why now in the water variable we have 6. After that left plus plus, so left will become 3. Now it will again check that left is less than right. Yes, 3 is less than 5, and now it will check the element at this indexes. So at index 3 we have 3, and at index 5 we still have 5. So this if condition is right, then it will check in this next if statement if height of left is larger than left wall. So no, left wall is 4 and this element is 3. So this if condition is false, and this else condition will execute. So in the water variable now we will add left wall minus height of left. So left wall is 4, 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So after adding 1 in this it will become 7. So here we can only store one water block. After that left plus plus, so left will become 4. Now this while loop will again execute, and it will check left is less than right. Yes, 4 is less than 5. Then it will check the element at this indexes. So at index 4 we have 2, and at index 5 we still have 5. So this if condition is right, and it will go in this next if statement. So if this element is larger than left wall, so this element 2 is not larger than left wall. So this else statement will execute, and in the water variable we will store left wall minus height of left. So 4 minus 2 is 2. So 7 plus 2 will become 9. So now in this water variable we have 9. After that left variable will increment, so it will become 5. When this while loop will again execute, it will break, because now left is 5 and right is also 5. So this condition is false. So you can see that in this case this else statement has not executed. So this else statement will also execute in the same way as the if statement. The only difference is in this else statement we will check the element at right pointer and the right wall, and here we are decrementing the right pointer, and the time complexity of this algorithm will be big of n, because here we are only using a single while loop, and the space complexity will be big of 1. So now let's submit our program. So you can see that our program has submitted successfully. Thanks for watching.